Talk of sustainability is everywhere today, and along with it, a growing awareness of the linear model of our existing economy. This linear economic model is captured in the popular description of the economy as a process of take, make, and dispose. We take natural resources from our environment, produce a product, and push it out to end users who then dispose of it. This used to not be such a problem. However, as the economy has grown and reached planetary limits, inputs are appearing more limited and outputs have become increasingly detrimental to ecosystems. The Rocky Mountain Institute estimated in the year 2000 that the flow of natural materials globally is 500 billion tons per year, but only 1% is put into durable products, and still there 6 months later. The other 99% is waste. As limits are increasingly met, the emphasis is now shifting from an economic model that is organized around gross throughput of material and energy in a linear fashion to a new kind of circular economy which shifts the focus to the internal organization of processes within which resources are used. It aims to optimize for the overall service delivered, rather than the gross throughput of products. The circular economy is all about identifying and closing loops so as to create self-sustaining systems where producers and consumers are closely coupled to enable constant feedback. For example, food production, consumption, and disposal might be organized to be part of the same closed cycle. To do this, industries are studied as industrial ecologies so as to identify where and how resources and energy flow through them, where they are lost, and where processes could be interconnected to reduce those losses. In a circular system, resource input and waste, emission, and energy leakage are minimized by slowing, closing, and narrowing energy and material loops. This can be achieved through long-lasting design, maintenance, repair, reuse, remanufacturing, refurbishing, or recycling. This is a regenerative approach where things are being constantly repurposed to serve new functions.
Circular economy is actually a kind of opposite of the linear economy. A linear economy which extracts, produce, consume, throw away, and then start at the beginning with extraction.
Circular economy presents an opportunity to transform our current linear system into one that's good for business, people, and the environment.
Circular economy does things in a different way. It tries to preserve the value of the resources, many faces. Often it's wrongly perceived only as a recycling, because this is actually the easiest part. We could indeed start by minimizing waste and pollution through the reuse, repair, refurbish, remanufacture, repurpose. And finally, we could land up with the approach where we would better design the systems leading to the reduction of resources and product use.
Key to all of this is design. We need to be smart about how we design products in the first place so they can go through one or more of these circular loops.
The challenge of achieving a sustainable form of development is shifting the emphasis from discrete one-off products to looking increasingly at how they can evolve through their full life cycle. This is a fundamental switch in paradigm from designing systems that are inherently degenerative to systems that are inherently regenerative over time. Developing a truly circular economy requires diversity and the interconnecting of different systems. Systems and processes that are all the same consume the same resources and produce the same outputs without the capacity to recycle them. It is only by connecting different systems in the right way that we can harness their diversity to create synergies between them. The circular economy shifts the locus from things to the synergies between them. Our existing linear economy is a product of analytical thinking, where we divide everything up and separate everything out so as to focus on specific activities and achieve economies of scale. We put housing all in the residential area, factories in the industrial zone, food production in farms, etc. In contrast, the circular economy is about integration so as to enable feedback loops and synergies. Things in this circular model become multifunctional. Instead of a building just serving a housing function, it becomes also an energy producer and consumer, a food producer and consumer, It may function as entertainment and recreation. This multifunctionality works to not just close loops, but also create more resilient systems because they are more self-sufficient and less dependent. As the circular economy is not about any individual product or thing, it is rather about changing the organization of whole systems, it requires systems thinking.
There are many practical changes we could make to move towards a circular economy, like legislating product design or subsidizing the reuse of materials. But there are also much bigger holistic changes we could make to our entire economic system. What if we no longer consumed products, we just used them? Does everyone need to own a washing machine, a drill, a car? Cars, after all, are just parked 95% of the time. If we rented products, we could reduce the amount of critical minerals and mining required to produce them. And when your car or your refrigerator broke, it wouldn't be your problem. So maybe then it would be in manufacturers' interest to make them repairable. Rather than an ownership economy, we could live in an access economy, one that prioritized human needs over growth.
By selling products as services, companies can create a continuous, stable and profitable business. Instead of selling products to customers, companies can, for example, rent them as part of a service package. In addition to being easy and hassle-free, customers can save money as they no longer have to make expensive one-off purchases. At the same time, delivering services can establish long-term customer relationships. Steady cash flow from monthly payments increases predictability in business and stability of growth. After a product has been used, it is returned to the company. By studying used products, companies can gather valuable information for product development. For example, products should be made durable, upgradable, and easy to maintain. That way they can also be resold again and again.
Companies building products for greater circulation are starting to alter their business model to make returning products much easier. Gerrard Street has pioneered a subscription service for its modular headphones, and their modular design allows 85% of components to be reused. They use durable, standardized designs, meaning fewer virgin materials are used to create the new headphones. The subscription model allows Gerrard Street to recover and recycle their headphones at the end of their life. From headphones to packaging, Club Zero deploys a reuse system for on-the-go food and beverages. They provide brands and retailers with standardized, unlabeled food and beverage packaging, and they've built in digital traceability. And that allows Club Zero to manage a system of collection through a network of drop-off points, and through their washing and redistribution, working with brands to make reuse a seamless experience for users. And to date, Club Zero reports replacing more than 2.2 million single-use items, and they have a 95% return rate on their packaging. The idea of access over ownership through business model innovation is a central concept in the circular economy. A platform called Lizzie works with major retailers to rent camping equipment for a small fee. That way, the equipment can be utilised more often by more people, rather than gathering dust or taking up space in people's homes. And Lizzie even manages delivery, pickup and insurance for their service.
Sometimes circular economy solutions are simply not economically attractive due to the fact that nature, or better, depleting nature, is not valued and part of the costs which are considered by the markets. First, we would need to shift from humans, which are today pretty much in function of economic success, to an economy where economy would be in function of delivering human needs. We must shift from an economy which is considering humans as external and superior to nature, to an economy which is acknowledging that we are part of nature. Destroying nature is simply destroying ourselves. So we should stop stimulating extraction-based economic success and reward responsible, innovative, creative ways of meeting human needs.